Congratulations, graduates. The world needs you now more than ever, and we cannot wait to see what you do.
Wishing all of our Links graduates a big congratulations from all of us at the Auraria Library.
Congratulations to all of you graduates.
On behalf of the events team, I'd like to extend a hearty congratulations to you all.
I'm proud of the hard work you put into your capstones and wish you the very best in your future endeavors.
Go out there and keep making the world a better place.
We're proud of you and wish you all the best for the future. There are bright times ahead.
I just want to say congratulations to all of you.
Although this may seem like a strange time to be graduating, it's actually an unusually good one. None of us know what's going to happen next. So there is a lot of opportunity out there for you to make it what you want.
Hi graduates, woohoo, you made it.
As an alum, I hope you stay in touch. Come back and say hello, talk to a class, be a guest lecturer. Our connections to our alumni are really meaningful to us.
You should be proud of yourselves. You've made it through this time of adversity and you've stuck through it and you're done. Congratulations.
Milo. You're just in time. We were about to get started.
Virtual commencement, spring 2021.
Good morning, graduates, families, and friends. My name is Daniel Casillas. I'm the president of the Student Government Association, and I'll be hosting the live watch party of the spring 2021 virtual commencement ceremony. I have 3 other students helping me moderate today, 2 of which are also graduating. I'll let them introduce themselves.
Hola, buenos días, graduados, familias, amigos. Yo soy Fabián Laguna, soy el vicepresidente del gobierno estudiantil. Hello, everybody. I am Fabián Laguna. I'm the vice president of the Student Government Association, and it's my pleasure to welcome you today.
Hey everyone, I'm Ria, and I'm an international student from India, and I'm also graduating today. I'm getting my master's degree in international business from CU Denver Business School, and I worked in the Office of International Affairs as a global ambassador and also held the president position for International Business Student Network and International Student Club.
Hi graduates, my name is Isa Villacorta and I'm also graduating with you today. I'm receiving my bachelor's degree in International Business and Management. I was involved in the Student Government Association during my time here at CU Denver. And I want to give a special shout out to all non-traditional students like me who are graduating today.
Congratulations on graduating to everybody, Ria, Isa, and myself. I'm super happy to be here. In fact, Ria was my first friend in my master's program, so it's especially meaningful to be sitting here today with her in this virtual setting.
Awesome. Well, we're going to wait a couple of minutes to give everyone a chance to get on. But while we wait, let's reflect on some accomplishments this class has done. They had to most likely take at least 120 credits or 30 for a master's degree.
And they had about 8 rounds of final exams and maybe over 24 professors.
Wow, that's a lot. That's a lot of nights of studying and Red Bull to keep you focused, isn't it, Isa?
It sure is.
And I think there's over 2,100 students graduating from CU Denver today. And 966 of those graduates, including myself, have submitted their photos and expressions of gratitude to be included in their school or college's virtual celebration.
The online students who might be living elsewhere or do not have the option to typically attend an in-person commencement really showed up. Out of our 109 online students who are graduating this semester, 49 of them are participating in the virtual ceremony.
Wow, I know as a graduate, I was bummed because first graduation is such a great celebration with the Tivoli Quad all decorated and everyone celebrating together. But having everyone together isn't safe right now. I'm glad that CU Denver started the Cross the Quad photo events for next week.
So I want to know, since we're all in different places, where's everyone watching from? Are you in Denver? Somewhere else in Colorado? Are you in California, Hawaii maybe? Anybody international? I'm going to tell you one thing. I'm sitting in Mexico right now. We're going to drop this question, and I'd love to see your comments in the chat. And so go ahead and answer.
And with that, we are a little after 10 a.m. So hopefully most of our viewers have had a chance to get on the live stream.
All right, so to give everyone a better idea of what today will look like, we'll all be watching the main virtual commencement ceremony that is roughly 40 minutes long. We'll regularly pause the ceremony to add commentary and chat with you all. We do ask some interactive questions for you to comment on and celebrate the class of 2021 in any way we can. After the main ceremony, we'll leave you for the reading of the graduate names.
We know the university learned a lot from the virtual commencement ceremonies this past year and listened to graduate feedback to continue to improve this virtual graduation celebration.
I know no one ever envisioned they would graduate from CU Denver this way, and we know many people are disappointed. But I'm so excited for what the university planned up and can't wait to watch the virtual commencement with everyone.
And for any graduates that would still like to walk at a CU Denver commencement ceremony, we just want to remind you that CU Denver graduates can participate in any future ceremonies that are in person once it's safe to do so. So you can always walk if you really want to.
Yes, registration for CU Denver spring ceremonies typically opens in March, and registration for CU Denver fall ceremonies typically open in October. Please visit ucdenver.edu/commencement during the semester if you'd like to attend commencement in order to register and participate in those ceremonies.
Also, please don't forget that we're still conducting a cap decorating contest for grads to enter. The winner will be announced next week on CU Denver's Instagram story, so make sure to check it out.
There's always so many creative caps submitted. This is mine. It's pretty plain and simple because I like it that way, but you can go ahead and decorate your caps. All right, folks, should we start now?
I'm Dr. Mariam Darbeheshti, Assistant Professor of Mechanical Engineering and today's Commencement Marshal. It's my honor to welcome you to the 2021 Spring Commencement for the University of Colorado, Denver. Because of the COVID-19 safety restrictions, today's virtual ceremony may look different than usual, but it's certainly no less significant. We are delighted to have our esteemed graduates and your family and friends joining us virtually as we celebrate you and your achievements. We invite you to share your celebrations with us. Wherever you are, please use hashtag #CUDenverGrad in your social media posts. We also encourage you to share your personalized ceremony slides to social media. Time is marked with many transitions, be it from one season to the next or one phase of life to the next. Commencement, with its ancient regalia and pageantry, marks the conclusion of a period of study and the beginning of a new phase of life. Today, we honor our graduates' achievements and we celebrate their bright futures. We have made every attempt to incorporate some of CU Denver's most cherished commencement traditions in today's celebration. Today will include congratulatory messages from campus leadership, encouraging remarks from our commencement speaker, the official conferring of the degrees, and we'll conclude with the traditional reading of the Northern Charge. We will begin this morning with the national anthem, which will be performed by the CU Denver award-winning all-female a cappella student vocal group, LARC.
We're already starting to see some tweets come in. We invite you to share your celebrations with us, wherever you are. Please, again, like Mariam said, use hashtag #CUDenverGrad in your social media posts for your messages to be shared on screen.
And I know we have a lot of international students turning in. I want to give a shout out to all my fellow international students and their families watching from all over the world.
And I know that so many of our students are first generation students, and I'd really like to recognize them as well. We know you've worked real hard and your families must be super proud.
Shout out to all of those who worked full-time, part-time, or worked many jobs while completing their degree. I know there were so many like me who had to juggle a lot of responsibilities.
And to those who completed their degree while taking care of others like children or other family members, especially during this challenging time.
And transfer students, we are glad you chose to come to CU Denver to complete your college experience.
Shout out to everyone, really. This class worked so hard and overcame so much to get to where you are. Congratulations, everyone.
Oh, say, can you see by the dawn's early light what so proudly we hailed at the twilight's last gleaming, whose bright stripes and bright stars through the perilous fight o'er the ramparts we watched were so gallantly streaming, and the rockets' red glare, the bombs bursting in air, gave proof through the night that our
Now, that was an amazing performance by CU Denver's all-female a cappella group, LARC. They have been a staple of our commencement ceremonies since 2017 and have been helping get CU Denver into the local music scene. So thank you, LARC, for helping to keep the tradition going during this time.
Next up is Chancellor Marks's address. This is Chancellor Marks's first spring commencement ceremony, and we know she didn't expect it to look like this. Chancellor Marks has worked so hard this past year to make sure the students of CU Denver were provided with the right resources during these hard times.
Yes, for real, we are so lucky to have her. She's a champion for us students, and she always wants to see us succeed, and she's put in some serious work this year.
Absolutely. Well, we can't believe how many people are tuning in with us today. Ria and Isa, since you're graduating, what was your favorite memory while at CU Denver?
I would say my favorite memory was going actually to school and seeing everyone in person, be it my professors or my friends, or hanging out around with my friends in the campus. And I really miss it. I missed it till today, I feel.
Ria, I have to agree with you. I think for me too, my favorite memory is just being in the student government office and hanging out with all my SGA peers. And those were some of the best times at CU Denver.
Well, graduates, why don't you tell us what your favorite memory was at CU Denver? And while you're at it, what was something that you think every CU Denver Lynx should do before they graduate? Let us know in the comments.
I just wanted to say earlier, we asked where people were watching from, and we have people watching from all over. We saw the obvious Colorado, but also we have people watching from Chicago, we have people watching from Pennsylvania, and a lot of other places.
Now let's hear from Chancellor Marks herself, plus a special set of messages from each of the 8 deans.
Thank you, Lark, for the beautiful performance. And now I'm honored to present to you the Chancellor of the University of Colorado, Denver, Michelle Marks.
Thank you, Marshal Darbaheshti. It's my pleasure to add my welcome to our 2021 virtual commencement as we recognize and celebrate this important milestone in the life of each of our graduates. And to our graduates, what a final year you've had. In this time of great uncertainty, the fact that you persevered to get to this point demonstrates your tremendous strength and determination. We're so proud of your accomplishment. Many of you had returned to school after some time away and completed your studies while working full-time or raising families. Whatever your path to get here today, your tenacity and dedication to your education, even in challenging times such as these, is commendable. I know you'll bring these same convictions to your careers and future goals. This spring, we have more than 2,100 graduating students. They come from many states across the U.S. as well as 15 countries around the world, from India to Spain to Venezuela. And we believe the rich multicultural experience of a CU Denver education prepares our graduates for globalizing job market and diverse workplaces. Exposure to different cultures and learning styles makes them better active listeners and critical thinkers, skills that will benefit them not only in their careers, but in their personal lives as well. We have 133 students graduating from our 25-year-long academic partnership program with China Agricultural University. We hope they're joining us from Beijing. I'd also like to recognize our graduates who've served in our country's military, including 114 graduating veterans and 4 graduates in the Army ROTC program. Thank you for keeping us safe and protecting our freedoms. We owe you and your families a large debt of gratitude. I also want to take a moment to recognize the faculty members who've been part of your educational journey, for the times when they took that extra step to support you, whether finding ways to make complex concepts understandable or providing encouragement when you needed it. We thank them. And behind every graduate, there's someone, a mom, a dad, a son, a daughter, a spouse, a grandma or cousin or best friend, someone who's made sacrifices to support you through school, who's provided that love and assistance and was always there when the going got tough, and who can't wait to celebrate this success with you. I want to take a moment to appreciate the role of your family and your friends in helping you arrive at this day. Next, we'll hear from the deans, of the 8 CU Denver schools and colleges who will add their congratulations to the graduates. But before we do, I'd like to pause for a moment to acknowledge and recognize the recent loss of our School of Education and Human Development Dean, Rebecca Cantor, who passed away on April 22nd after courageously fighting a long-term illness. Dean Cantor, who served our university for 9 years, was a beloved, respected, and invaluable member of our campus community who cared deeply about education and social justice. She had a special combination of visionary, innovative leadership and compassion, which recognized and elevated the best in everyone. This made her a brilliant leader and an exceptional person, and she will be, and indeed already is, greatly missed. She's been awarded the title of Dean Emerita, and her pre-recorded message to her graduates is part of what you're about to hear. Now for the Dean's videos, which begin with Scott Dawson, Dean of the Business School.
Graduates, congratulations on this significant achievement in your life. We're proud. We're proud that you're now alumni of CU Denver. Because of the efforts of people who sat in your chair today in previous years, who came back and gave of their time and their treasure, you had a better experience than they would have had. And so my encouragement to you is stay in touch, and you can get involved in many different ways. Everything from mentoring students, to providing opportunities for internships, to providing opportunities for jobs, projects, speaking in classes. Those are all ways that future students can have a better experience because of your involvement. And when the time's right, we hope you will help us with your treasure as well. Congratulations.
Congratulations, College of Engineering, Design, and Computing, Class of 2021. I'm so proud of all that you've accomplished. I hope you all know that your education has prepared you well for your next chapter in life, for your next job. But I want to assure you that it's done much more. It's prepared you for a career, probably multiple careers, of twists and turns that you can't imagine today. During these twists and turns, the world will need you more than ever. Not only your fantastic technical skills, but your empathy, your innovation, your collaborative spirit. These muscles that you started to grow at CU Denver and will continually hone throughout your life will provide you with unlimited potential. So again, Class of 2021, congratulations. You'll always have a special place in the hearts of our faculty, our staff, and me personally.
Congratulations to all of you on your success at the University of Colorado, Denver. We hope what you've learned and accomplished here will serve you well as you go on to embrace the challenges to come. Best of fortune to you, and please stay in touch with your friends and mentors here and remain part of the Lynx community. Enjoy the rest of your journey.
Greetings, CAP evolutionaries. I want to sincerely congratulate all of our graduates. As you take a step back to consider what you've accomplished over the last few years to get to where you are today, please be sure to congratulate yourselves as well for your diligence, determination, and perseverance, as well as the terrific work you've accomplished and the solid progress you've made along your various professional paths. Emblazoned on each of your diplomas is the seal of the University of Colorado that says, "Let your light shine." Your unique gifts, honed by the skills and knowledge you've acquired, are your light that will contribute to enhance health and well-being for yourselves and others. As your light shines ever brighter, you will continue to pursue and achieve the mission of CAP to ignite evolution that enriches places for people and the planet. We're excited to hear your updates over the years. On behalf of all the faculty and staff in the College of Architecture and Planning, we are so very proud of each and every one of you, simply for being you in all your unique ways that weave the larger cloth that is our common humanity. We're also proud of you for your outstanding accomplishments. Now, graduates, go spread your light.
On behalf of the faculty and staff of the College of Liberal Arts and Sciences, I want to congratulate our graduates on this significant accomplishment. As you think back on the education you received at CU Denver, the final challenging months will stand out. But I also hope that you remember how hard you've worked for your achievements and the good times you have had in the classroom. The future may look uncertain, but know that you are prepared. A liberal arts and sciences program creates well-rounded individuals with the critical thinking and comprehensive skill set that employers seek. I know that you will face our challenges and that you will have a positive impact on our Denver community, on our state, on our nation, and our planet. I welcome you to the ranks of alumni of the College of Liberal Arts and Sciences, an eminent and diverse group that makes the world a better place. I could not be more proud of each and every one of you. Congratulations.
Hello, graduates. You've arrived here at this day through one of the most challenging and remarkable times in our history. And I hope that that makes you feel even more proud of having finished your program and earned your degree, because I know it makes me more proud and more impressed by you. I hope that in this challenging time you've learned some lessons about leading through crisis and about some ways of thinking about our country, our world, and the work that you're going to do that will serve you well in your career and your life going forward. I congratulate you, your family, your friends, and wish you all the best of everything. Know that the School of Education and Human Development and the University of Colorado Denver is always here for you as you move through your career to come back and see what else we can offer you. So take care, best of luck.
Congratulations, CAM graduates, in 2021. In a year like no other, I believe that you have the experience to provide new pathways and creative solutions for the many challenges that the world is facing. I have 3 pieces of advice for each of you. Number 1, build and curate your creative identity and tend to it like you would a garden. As you grow your creative identity, you'll be identified as someone who radiates value. Number 2, be as alert to news and culture as you are to your art, creative work, and research. Placing yourself and your work in a context is essential and one that advances equity, diversity, and inclusion. And number 3, the College of Arts and Media will be with you for life. Use our people and resources to help design your lives. Stay in touch with your department chairs and make sure they know you. Michelle Carpenter in Visual Arts, David Liban in Film and Television, and Richard Strasser in Music and Entertainment Industry Studies. Also, draw on the expertise of our academic advisors and career specialist Amy Foss, as well as Dr. Mark Rabideau, our new Associate Dean, who is viewed as an international thought leader in the skills that artists, creators, designers, and scholars need to have for designing a life and careers, plural, in the 21st century. Onward.
Hello everyone, and congratulations CU Denver and School of Public Affairs graduates. A graduation is a wonderful event in any year, but in this challenging times, it's really impressive achievement that you've made, and we're very proud of you. You'll join 7,000 other SPA graduates in the world of public service, working in government and nonprofits to make the world a better place. We're so proud of you, and we offer our strongest congratulations and cheers.
As Chancellor Marks mentioned how important family and friends support is, we want to give a shout out to all the family members and friends tuning in to once again support their grads. How many friends and family members are tuning in today? Comment if you are a loved one of a Spring 2021 graduate watching right now.
I love to see all the deans celebrating us too. I can't believe there are over 2,100 graduates in the spring graduating class from 15 countries. That's so awesome.
Awesome. So I have a trivia question for our audience. This group of grads are becoming alumni today, but before they join, what is the total number of living CU Denver alumni? Go ahead and comment your answer on the live feed.
And speaking of alumni, the CU Denver alumni community would like to congratulate all the Spring 2021 grads on their incredible achievements. They also ask you to stay connected with CU Denver by updating your email with a non-CU Denver one. Update your info with the link in the comments. Make sure to do that.
I've been told people are starting to use the hashtag CUDenverGrad and are tagging CU Denver in their social media posts since this started. I can't wait to see more of the pictures you take today, this weekend, or next week at Cross the Quad. Whether you are watching by yourself or with close family members you're quarantining with, make sure to share your commencement-related photos with the rest of the community by using hashtag CUDenverGrad or tagging CU Denver.
I love seeing the graduation posts day of. I'm going to keep a lookout because I know they'll look a lot different than usual. So I'm excited to see how creative people are getting.
Something else new for this spring's virtual ceremony is a commencement speaker. Graduates voted between 3 potential speaker options, and we are so excited about who was selected. We are going to give it back to Miriam to introduce the guest speaker.
It's now my pleasure to introduce our commencement speaker for today, Danielle Schutz. A 2008 graduate of CU Denver, Danielle is a Vice President and Chief Financial Officer for the Colorado Trust, a health equity foundation. Often the youngest executive in the boardroom, Danielle possesses a unique insight on leadership dynamics and millennial engagement. She brings these to bear as founder and CEO of the Daily Boss Up, which is a digital startup that provides leadership coaching. Danielle began her executive leadership career at the age of 26 as the Chief Financial Officer for the Colorado Department of Public Health and Environment. After working for the state, Danielle served as Vice President of Finance and Business Operations for the West Division of Comcast. Aside from her numerous business successes, she is a highly regarded keynote speaker and has been featured at such places as TEDx Smile High, the Black Women Lead Summit, and the Women of Denver Summit. Among her many awards, she was listed among the top 25 most powerful women in business in 2019 from the Colorado Women's Chamber of Commerce and the 2020 Emerging Leader in Philanthropy title from the Association of Black Foundation Executives. As a distinguished alumna, Danielle exemplifies the determination and tenacity of the CU Denver student body. Despite the challenges of being a mother while continuing her education, Danielle not only achieved academic success, but has thrived in her professional life and remains active in her community as well. She is president of the board of Mile High Ministries, executive board member for the Women's Foundation of Colorado, and a longtime mentor for the Challenge Foundation. She is truly a remarkable leader and an esteemed member of the CU Denver Alumni Network. Please join me in welcoming our distinguished speaker and CU Denver alumna, Danielle Schutz.
I want to start by saying congratulations to the class of 2021. I know how hard you have worked, no matter what your journey is that has brought you here today to be receiving your diploma. Just be so proud of yourself. Be so proud of yourself. I stood on this stage as a graduate 13 years ago. And I was graduating at a time that was really hard in our country. It was 2008, and the economy was in a really tough place, as some of you may remember. And I remember just having a lot of fear. And as I was preparing to come talk to you today, I just thought about, like, what would I have told myself, knowing what I know now? What would I have told myself about this transition that's about to happen in your life? I just want to start by saying pause to celebrate. Not just the years that you put in to be here graduating today, but all of the ups and downs that brought you here today. If you are able to do that, you will be able to go out and chase every dream that you knew this degree would help you get in the first place. You have to celebrate. I did not do a good job of celebrating my victories. So let's start today by celebrating how much has been put into you being here. Congratulations. I don't think we give this transition enough of what it deserves for folks. This transition, when you get your degree and you're ready to go do whatever it is you had in mind when you decided to go on this journey, it's a tough one. So let me give you some more advice. The transition is hard, and you are not alone. It's overwhelming, and you are not alone. Everybody I know that has graduated wakes up the next day like they just came down from this huge high and says, oh, now what, right? Now what? What have you been thinking? Now what? How do I go after? What is my first step? So just know that you're not alone, and when it feels hard and it feels scary and it feels overwhelming, you and everyone around you that's graduating today is all feeling the same thing. And I think it's so important for us to remember when things are hard that it's supposed to be that way. It's a part of the journey. It doesn't mean anything's wrong with your journey or what's next. Things will take a long time, to really click in. Here's what I try to remind people. I went to school and got a degree in business, but my emphasis was in marketing. I have spent my entire career as a CFO, basically. I've spent my entire career in finance, and you just never know. And so here's my advice for you as you take it. Be unapologetic about your goals. Chase them, chase them, chase them. Don't let anyone talk you out of them, and certainly the biggest battle you will face is to not talk yourself out of them. The plan is different than the goals. The plan will change. I want you to think about it this way. Let's say that your goal is to get to Miami. Today is the day. You're graduating, and what you're going to do is go to Miami. And so you bought a plane ticket and you did the work and you had enough money. And what's inevitably going to happen is the plane will get delayed or the flight will get canceled, and you have to get on a bus to try to head to Miami. And you're going to get stuck in Missouri or some other place that's not Miami. I'm sure it's a lovely place, but it's not Miami. It's not the goal. Most people quit in Missouri. Most people turn around and go home and say, I ended up in Missouri. This isn't where I wanted to be. Something's wrong. My goal is just not achievable. When really all you had to do is spend 2 days in Missouri, learn what you needed to learn, meet people, take it all in, be curious about the pit stops and the detour that you're on. And then in 2 days from now, you get on the bus and you get to Miami. And you get to Miami later than you thought you would. You got there differently than you thought you would, but you got there. And that was the goal. And you got there with a little more grit, a little tougher skin, a little bit of an ability to bounce back from what you thought might be the end of a dream or a goal that you set. You got there the way you were meant to get there, even if you hadn't predicted it for yourself. Be unapologetic, and then just know that you're going to spend time in Missouri, and just know that that's a part of the plan. The jobs that I didn't want or that I thought I could never do are the jobs that propelled my career. Those were the moments where I had to sharpen myself and really learn and lean in and trust myself. Those were the things that helped this career grow for me. It's been beautiful. It's been a fast-track career by most people's standards. And I'll tell you that the reason it's been that way is because I know my story. I learned too late, so hopefully you all do this today, what I actually bring to the table. You have accomplished something monumental today in graduating with your degrees. And you have accomplished monumental things every day getting here. You have been in Missouri so many times before you got here. You have to remember that, celebrate it, write it down for all the days ahead. Remember that to get where we're going, we don't know what tools life is going to give us to put into our toolkit, but look at them as tools. One of the greatest tools I was ever given is that I had my son Kai when I was 16 years old. Kai is now almost 19 years old, a freshman in college himself. In the beginning of my career, that was a shame I carried, not a tool. I didn't realize that being a teen mom made me a leader and created skill sets in me that were actually going to take my career to the next level once I started owning them. I hope you will all celebrate tonight. Breathe. Give yourself all the credit you deserve. And tomorrow I hope you'll make a list of all the tools life has given you through the hard days, through the days in Missouri's, when the plan didn't go the way you want it to. I want you to celebrate the times when you didn't think you could get up and keep going the next day. And then I want you to remind yourself every day going forward from now that you did it anyway. You didn't think you could, but you did. You got up, you kept going. You've already conquered so much. And as humans, we just turn and conquer the next mountain without putting our flag in the ground and celebrating ourselves. So I encourage you all to spend time celebrating what got you here. Because knowing who you are, knowing that grit inside of you, know how many mountains you've already climbed, will be what you need to climb the ones that you faced, to go chase these dreams that you set for yourself and the work that you put in to get to the dreams that are ahead of you. And you will do it, whatever your story is. Whether you were a teen parent, whether you come back to get your degree, whether you went straight into school to get your degree, whatever your story is, it's filled with tools that you might think are not tools or things that you might actually be ashamed of. That's the fuel. That's the fuel that I encourage you all to use to know yourself, because whatever the job is or the career or the goal or the dream that you're headed into now, you are the ingredient. What you bring to that is what's going to make you great at it. You can learn anything. You just proved it. You're here today because you can learn things. They can teach you things. But they need you. That's the ingredient that industries need, that the market needs, and it's changing so much. Take advantage of the fact that we need people in their whole selves to come with their different cultures and their diverse backgrounds and the diverse ways in which we journey into a corporate boardroom or wherever your plans may be. That's what's needed in this market. Don't run from it. Know exactly what it is and own it. Do not let go of the goals, even if you feel like you're in Missouri at times. I hope you remember this. I hope you remember the tools are really built long before you walked into a classroom. What is it that got you into the classroom in the first place? What strengths did you have that even set these goals for yourself? What audacity do you have deep in your gut that even let you believe you could do this? If you had that, you'll never lose it. Take it forward. Be so proud of yourself. Celebrate yourselves and every monumental moment from this day forward. Congratulations to the class of 2021, my fellow CU Denver alum now. I hope you celebrate. I will celebrate with you. And thank you so much for having me here on your special day.
And those were some insightful and motivational words from Daniel Schutz.
We have some really incredible alumni in our ranks, which now includes all of you and Isa and Ria and myself. We can't wait to see the incredible things that we accomplish in our lives. And also, just so you know, the correct answer to that trivia question about CU Denver alumni is 104,000. So we have 104,000 people in our network already. Looks like we already have a lot of tools to work with.
Awesome. Now let's hear President Mark Kennedy's address.
Thank you, Daniel, for your words of encouragement. It's now my pleasure to introduce the President of the University of Colorado, Mark Kennedy.
Congratulations, University of Colorado Class of 2021. You've traversed a turbulent period to reach this milestone, and you should be proud of yourselves. I applaud your resilience and perseverance, which enabled you to achieve this distinction. On behalf of the entire university, we wish we could gather in person to congratulate you and thank your family and friends for their support of your educational journey. Nonetheless, our celebration of your success is in no way diminished. Your hard work and effort to earn your CU degree will unlock countless opportunities that will benefit you, your loved ones, and your community throughout your lifetime. Rarely has an event forced us to alter our lives as dramatically and as quickly as the pandemic has done. During the past year, we endured isolation from and loss of friends and loved ones, and we're acutely reminded of the importance of both. I encourage you to always be on the lookout for those in need of a friend, As someone once told me, be a friend and you will never be alone. Throughout the uncomfortable and at times painful uncertainty, you successfully navigated sweeping restrictions and overcame unexpected hurdles. The silver lining is that in the process you honed your ability to adapt, a skill that will serve you well in the years ahead, particularly given the rapid acceleration of technology the pandemic has unleashed. I urge you to continue honing this skill. Your ability to navigate seismic changes will be a key determinant in your future success. Speaking of technology, while many social media platforms have entertained us, taught us, allowed us to connect and support each other, others have elevated harmful voices. I urge you to use social media for good. I promise you that your life will be more rewarding if you remain positive and travel the high road. Be forgiving so that you will deserve forgiveness. Be conscious of your news sources and be curious. Seek news from respected outlets, ideally those with differing perspectives, to hone your critical thinking. Consider the data. In short, use the skills you learned during your time here at CU. They have prepared you well. Curiosity, lifelong learning, and critical thinking will benefit every aspect of your personal and professional lives, not to mention your mental health. Further cultivating these skills will yield tremendous returns. As automation makes career paths less certain, it's critical to find your center, your anchor, your higher calling. Don't measure your self-worth by others' affirmation, especially not the number of likes on your social media post. Each of you has a purpose to pursue that benefits the world and is invaluable. Devote your life to this purpose. As we look ahead, we are buoyed by the power of vaccines to control the pandemic. We are excited for opportunities to meet in person, travel, enjoy sports, live music, and the arts with friends and loved ones. We celebrate your success and that of our nation and the world in emerging from the pandemic to a more normal life. CU's faculty and staff devoted themselves to delivering high-quality instruction and services despite pandemic restrictions to advance you along your path to a degree. They deserve our appreciation and our applause. Again, congratulations, University of Colorado, class of 2021. We honor your achievement. We are proud to welcome you to the CU alumni family.
That was a powerful message from President Kennedy. And next is the reading of the names of the graduates.
Before we get to that, if any grad or family member or friend ever wants to watch this unique ceremony again, it will always live on CU Denver's YouTube and Facebook pages, as well as the commencement website.
Congratulations to the class of 2021. Make sure to turn your tassel to the left when your name is read. I know I can't wait to turn mine to make it official. If you take a video turning your tassel, make sure to use the hashtag CUDenverGrad or tag @CUDenver so we can celebrate with you.
Thank you to everyone for tuning in and everyone who made it possible that worked behind the scenes. Watching the CU Denver community come together and rally behind this graduating class has made me so proud to be Lynx.
I look forward to seeing many of you at Cross the Chord next week. Congratulations, everyone, and all the best for your future.
Now it's time for the conferring of degrees. We will do this in 4 groups. First, doctoral awards, then the educational specialists, followed by master's degrees, and finally, baccalaureate degrees. The graduates whose names are read in today's virtual ceremony are those who registered and submitted photos or expressions of gratitude. A full listing of all graduates is available on the commencement website. Chancellor marks. Upon the recommendation of the faculties of the Graduate School, the College of Liberal Arts and Sciences, the School of Public Affairs, the School of Education and Human Development, the Business School, and the College of Engineering, Design, and Computing, Deans David Engelke, Pamela Jansma, Paul Teskey, Rebecca Cantor, Scott Dawson, and Martin Dunn present to you the candidates for the degrees Doctor of Philosophy, Doctor of Education, and Doctor of Psychology.
Abir Abdel Kalek, Badr Abdullah Al-Dawsari, Leila Saad Al-Dawsari, Omar Saad Al-Katani, Tyler Douglas Amadon, Laura Lee Arroyo, Joy Arthur Windsor, Fayette Linda Marie Aguilard, Dana Lynn Benegas, Jody Marie Barker, Elena Carr, Maria Ana Castro Barajas, Cristal Cisneros, Sherry K. Denstedt, Tanya B. Evans, Cassie Gunther Flewelling, Kurt Wade Gutschek, Cody Jane Harrington, Jennifer Elaine Hooker, Syed Puria Hosseini Aliabad,
Andrea Monica Jimenez Zambrano,
Michaela Martinez, Emily Melnick, Nicole Elizabeth Negri, Min Chao T. Nguyen, Catherine Shire Saldana, Jamie Lee Schmidt, Amy Lee Smith, Sharon Louise Smolinski, DeAndre Lavelle Taylor, Michelle Joanne Williams McBride.
Upon the recommendation of the faculty of the University of Colorado, Denver, and by virtue of the authority vested in me by the Board of Regents, I hereby confer upon these candidates the designated degrees: Doctor of Philosophy, Doctor of Education, and Doctor of Psychology. With all the rights, privileges, and responsibilities thereof, I welcome you to the community of scholars. Congratulations.
Chancellor marks, upon the recommendation of the faculty of the School of Education and Human Development, Dean Rebecca Cantor presents to you the candidates for the degree Educational Specialist.
Amy Kathleen Erdman,
Upon the recommendation of the faculty of the School of Education and Human Development, and by virtue of the authority vested in me by the Board of Regents, I hereby confer upon these candidates the designated degree of Educational Specialist with all the rights, privileges, and responsibilities thereof. Congratulations.
Chancellor marks, upon the recommendation of the faculties of the Graduate School, the College of Arts and Media, the College of Liberal Arts and Sciences, the College of Architecture and Planning, the School of Public Affairs, the School of Education and Human Development, the Business School, and the College of Engineering, Design, and Computing. Deans David Engelke, Lawrence Captain, Pamela Jansma, Nan Ellen, Paul Teskey, Rebecca Cantor, Scott Dawson, and Martin Dunn present to you the candidates for master's degrees.
Thena Mazen Abdulimam.
Clayton Adams Berger. Princella Afriye. Arpit Agarwal. Fahad Saeed M. Al-Ahmari. Jenna Al-Kandari. Samantha Ginn Alvarado. Lori Elizabeth Andrews. Pamela Claire April. Spring A. Archuleta Perez. Samantha Jo Ashwanden. Nicholas Charles Ottoby. Catherine Lee Baum. Monica Avila Beal. Andy D. Bell. Ellie Louise Berg. Akila Bamidipati. Jada Mercedes Blackwell. Dhruva Sai Kumar Bobila. Caitlin Braden. Deborah Elise Breda. Kyle Lawrence Bruner. Caitlin Elizabeth Burns. Felix Maximilian Buskey. Jacqueline Gutierrez. Laurel Allison Kamek. Maria Elena Carreno. Claudette Regina Castellanos. John Mark Catlett. Gabriel Maurice Chacker. Shuman Chakraborty. Marissa Danae Chandler. Noel Chavez. Meredith Lynn Chickless. Young Jae Chan. Nilamai Chunlapak. Ian Coggins. Dustin Allen Connis. Ian Charles Conrarty. Adriana Cordova. Jacqueline Cordova. Mary Alice Cornforth. Jeremy Carlton Cuddyback. Gabriel Deanda. Stephanie Leanne DeBoard. Melissa Jean Dedrick. Yordanos Wandimu Dinku. Laura Melissa Dudden, Roxanne Nicole Dunaway, Alicia Cynthia Echegaruga, Nathan J. Edge, Stacy Jane Elder, Kai Huntington Eldridge, Kaylee Kirsty Elliott, Amalid El-Kailani El-Mehdawi, Jonathan George English, Jerry Ann Erickson, Reina Jean Escamilla, Olivia Ewing, Sean Christopher Farley, Jason Fishbach, Kyle Patrick Fisher, Robert Fitzpatrick, Rachel Renee Foley, Annette Limoges Fowler, Amanda Margot Fox, Lindsay Noel Fulmer, Prem Rishi Kranth Gedam, J. Allen Gallagher, Ulas Gangarajapa, Andrew Patrick Garcia, Christine Marie Garcia, Gabriela Isabel Garcia, Margaret Catherine Gardengi, Johannese G. Gebramedin, Kofi E. Nyachiji, Ricardo Gonzalez, Barath Gurabathuni, Pratap Kumar Gowda, Douglas Sarah Elizabeth Grossi, Adrian Elizabeth Gulia, Shilpa Gupta, Selena Star Gurley, Ashley Celeste Gutierrez, Laura Hager, Chantel Hanshu, Molly Claire Davis Harbor, Nicole Marie Harper, Courtney Lee Harris, Heidi Hart, Kelsey Solana Haynes, Jonathan Hernandez, Katie Renee Holloman, Danielle Marie Holmes, Ashley Dawn Ives, Nicole Renee Jackson, Selva Kumar Jayaraman, Diana Claire Caruso Jenkins, Haiti Bond Johnson, Catherine Rose Johnson, Michael Johnson, Paige M. Johnson, Atul Jose, William Martin Joyce, Kelly Ann Kiesel, Laura Lee Kinberg, David Paul King, Ariel Rose Kiskiris, Nicholas Napick, Edith Garza Knoop, Angelina Rose Coker, Sandeep Kodukula, Nicholas Kaprovich, Akash Kota, Hitesh Ram Kota, Nishita Kotapalli, Courtney Ray Kristen, Eric Jeffrey Kuhn, Priyamvada Kundu, Halimat Atzinuke Laguda, Fabian Boli Laguna, Courtney Michael Lang, Sydney Langer, Samuel Lara Palacios, Minjong Lee, Aubrey Megan Lefebvre, Gerardo Eduardo Leon Ruiz, Shi Lee, Aditi Loka, Whitney Ann Lott, Rebecca Lynn Lovern, Jacqueline Ann Neeland Lund, Lillian Luquin Salazar,
Chinmayi Suryakant Mahadik, Nicholas Ryan Mayan, Alejandra Jimenez Mayor, Michael Joseph Mikowski, Angela Ray Malley, Raghu Veera Reddy Malreddy, Sheena Mamrapalil, Sampath Mandava, Courtney Manthe Pierce, Michael Peter Martinez, Rosalinda Martinez, Bhavik Rajnikant Maru, Mary Isabel McCann, Catherine Elise McKenna, Haley Shea McMore, Stephanie Medina Hernandez, Marcus Richard Melhorn, Brittany Haley Melendez, Caroline Ann Menendez, Merlin Christopher Mayal, Matthew Ryan Milne, Julio Cesar Miramontes, Sarah Elizabeth Montoya Ortega, Laura Antoinette Moore, John Edward Morella, Suyanne Moreno, Nancy Moreno Huizar, Ashwin Monaswaminathan Srinivas, Jocelyn Yomeli Mujica Martinez, Ramachandran Murugayan, Shrishti Murugan, Kirti Kamalkishore Nagori, Rupa Kaludi Narasimhamurthy, Catherine Narvais, Anna Lee McCants Nelson, Nicole Elizabeth Nemchek, Edward Curtis Nettie Marbell, Jeremy James Newstifter, Ling Nai, Mrudala Reddy Ninmanapali, Ergin Nobakt, Dana Blair Nordberg, Brian Philip Null, Cristabel Ocasio Ilarasa, Caitlin Marie O'Connor, Karen Offer, Olutamilor Olutumilola Ola, Jessica Olvera, Perry Jean Otto, Mary Patrice Ozanek, Arlene Padilla, Vasily Leonidovich Palamarchuk, Stuti Pandey, Umang Rakesh Kumar Pandya, Byangi Park, Doris Miryang Park, Megan Jean Parker, Samson W. Patton, Desiree Paz, Caitlin Miyoko Padone, Alyssa Delight Pepper, Nicholas John Peterson, Tori Leanne Pfeiffer, Allison Ann Philpott, Ellie Plunkett, Amanda Bayer Praska, Mallory Annell Prentice, Stephanie Lynn Protzman, Nicholas Alexander Pryor, Isamar Quiñones, Alonso Quiñones, Supriya Ramachandra, Ashley Gwen Reel, Cecilia Ritchie, Jared Riesel, Triana Cecilia Rodelis, Alexandra Michelson Rogers, Mark Rothenberg, Winter Marie Roybal, Inessa Rusonic, Jacqueline Rose Salido, Desiree Isabel Sandoval, Shannon P. Seacrest, Whitney Catherine Setterberg, Rushab Amit Shah, Peng Shao, Malavika Shenoy, Natasha Michelle Sherrod, Ariana Erickson Shockley, Kelly Marie Signer, Anamika Singh, Noreen Singh, Monica Patricia Smith, Samantha Snyder, Jacqueline F. Soyster, Ariana Solomon, Tara Brittany Sorrells, Desiree Rose Souza, Daniel Adams Spieler, Mathangi Srinivasan, Mia Marie Stevenson, Daniel Sugar, Nivedita Suresh Kumar, Tiffany Tatiana Tasker, Shannon Terrell, Zachary Trainer, Kenya Sarai Trejo, Adriana L. Ulloa, Monilla Uni, Minalatha Waithilingam, Cristol Maria Valdez, Krista Vance, Morgan Rezak Vancat, Lucas Verstagen, Jacob Dumanil Victoria, Terrence Walker, Yukun Wong, Alexandra Waterhouse, Catherine Ann Spencer Wessels, Samantha Shelby Westerdale, Elizabeth Allen Whitaker, Benjamin Michael Wickie, Lindsay Joy Widstrom, Tanya Winger, Wei Yin Zhang, Xishuan Zhang,
Upon the recommendation of the faculty of the University of Colorado Denver, and by virtue of the authority vested in me upon these candidates, the master's degree specified, with all the rights, privileges, and responsibilities thereof. Congratulations to all our master's degree recipients.
Chancellor Marks, Upon the recommendation of the faculties of the College of Arts and Media, the College of Liberal Arts and Sciences, the College of Architecture and Planning, the School of Public Affairs, the School of Education and Human Development, the Business School, and the College of Engineering, Design, and Computing, Deans Lawrence Captain, Pamela Jansma, Nan Allen, Paul Teskey, Rebecca Cantor, Scott Dawson, and Martin Dunn present to you the candidates for baccalaureate degrees.
Najma Ahmed Abdi, Omima Alaeldin Abdoun, Ahmed Zuhair Abu Sabin, Lisbeth Acosta Aguilar, Carmen Milena Adams, Rock Stephen Adcock, Ahmad Shah Afridi, Juan Aguilar Estrada, Tasneem Samir Ahmed, Muwal Bayan Ahmedin, Salah Hamad Almari, Hanan Fala Alajmi, Fatima A. Aldashti, Abdullah Maegh Al-Failakawi, Abdul Wahab Al-Hamaidan, Haya Al-Hassawi, Rawan Khalid Al-Jerbu, Shima I. Al-Mansuri, Sharifa Al-Molim, Mohammed Al-Namur, Hussein Abdul Mohsen Al-Ramzi, Ali S.A.M. Al-Rashid, Duwaj Salam Al-Salam, Yunus Z. Al-Shariri, Mohammed Abdul Rahman Al-Thani, Bob John Alvarenga, Abdulaziz Mohammad Al-Yabis, Sultan Abdullah Al-Yusuf, Iman Hussein Amiri, Kira Naomi Anarak, Allison Wendell Anderson, Kylie Michelle Anderson, Beth Eileen Andrews, Raphael Michel Angoulevent, Ashley Lauren Antrim, Alondra Michaela Apollo, Alondra Areola Alderete, Jan Xavier Arroyo, Rebecca Artman, Bethlehem Bayene Ashibo, Brenda Ariana Astorga, Richard Duong Ao, Randy Dale Austin, Brooke Aussie, Noel Nadine Aksalan, Aween Aras Aziz, Sarah Nicole Babish, Ariana Eleni Bacchus. Isaac Bales. Patrick Bales Parks. Undarma Bandy. Jennifer Banuelos. Yu Bao. Erica Ann Barilari. Jessie Allison Barnes. Jasmine Alexandra Barraza. Jonathan Edward Barstad. Caitlin Rose Basolino. Hulan Batmonk. Isaac Bedazo. Caitlin Michelle Beeler Blackburn. Alexandria Corinne Baylor. Isabel Beltran. Hannah Rose Beneski. Nathan Lee Bennett. Danielle Ann Burning. Sierra Rain Berryman. Shamik Vinay Bhatt. Catherine Lynn Bittner. Florence J. Blackwell. Andrew Uriel Blanco. Mateus Jersey Bober. Hannah Grace Bolger. Madison C. Bounds. Annabelle Victoria Bolin. Kristen Rain Brady. Jordan Branner. Laura Taylor Breen. Natalie Brem. Janelle Grace Breton. Lucy Briggs. Beja Emerald Jane Brown. Brian Patrick Brown. Landon Brown. Stephen Richard Brown. Katie Jo Buchanan. Micaiah Buchanan. Dulce Abigail Bueno. Nancy Marie Burkhalter. Alexa Burgess. Kelsey Morgan Bush. Sarah Butler. Bailey Lynn Biskowski. Natalie Victoria Cadena. Alexandra Caldera Ibarra. Jada Marie Smith Cannon. Karen Guadalupe Cardenas Hernandez. Jessica Casanova. Jesus Omar Casillas. Isabel Ann Castellano. Joshua Antonio Castorena. Odalise Castro. Rhea Kate Lukasic Castronovo. Isabella G. Chacon. David Peter Chadwick. Brandon Make Chansamone. Daisy Yasmin Chapa. Delilah Marie Chavarria. Devanith Marcella Chavez. Victoria Yvette Chavez. Jacqueline Chavez Sandoval. Wan Yi Chen. Xu Zheng Chen. Brandon Keanu Chobe. Lily Danielle Clark. Cameron Paul Korn. Brandon Arthur Craven. Julian Castillo Crouch. Stephanie Cruz Villalobos. Ryan David Cuskeden. Colton William Paul Davis. Jessie Anna Davis. Kaylin Davis. Madison Davis. Serena Lynn Davis. Sabrina de la Garza. Hannah Nicole de Laurel. Martha Celeste DeAnda. Kaylin Marie Devons. Violet Elaine DeSnyder. Areli Diaz Reyes. Harrison E. Dillo. Venera Dobrosavlevich. James John Dolores. Travis Austin Damagala. Jacob Glenn Donaldson. Jesus Dorado Madera. Taylor Scott Douglas. Ronan Andrew Dowling. Haley Noel Duff. Jacob Zachary Duke. Mandy Duong. Anthony DuPont. Brianna Charisse Dutro. Ryan Kelly Dyer. Alexis Marcel Eastlake. Caitlin Marie Eccles. Samuel Marcus Edison. Murray El-Kadwani. Alexander Brentley Elmore. Jason Marshall Elzinga. Kennedy Ann Earhart. Stella Rose Esparza. Luis Espinoza Organista. Ramon J. Espinoza. Anna Karen Estrada. Alexandria Ann Eveland. Dylan Noah Faflick. Naima Faki. Munib David Farr. Zaina Kasm Faris. Chelsea Olivia Fay. Catherine Eva Feldman. Nicole Carlene Feliciano. Charlotte Cook Ferguson. Brooklyn Elizabeth Fetchka. Meaza Abebe Feso. Lorena A. Fierro. Joy Lorraine Fitch. Kate Venita Fitch. Isai Emmanuel Flores. Kira Alita Flores. Jesus Manuel Fonseca. Alexandra Foster. Ashel Fox. Caitlin Rebecca Fox. Marissa Rianne Franco. Isabella Francisi. Lavina Faye Friday. Elizabeth Anna Fritz. Araceli Fuentes. Sandra Furman. Marcus Robert Gallegos. Maria del Carmen Gandaria. Kavya Reddy Gantula. Sylvie Ngalula Gapashi. Paige Elizabeth Garbett. Chandra Lee Garcia. Cruz Frankie Garcia. Jocelyn Garcia Moreno. Manuel Garza. Justin Shane Gommond. Tiffany Gentry. Ray Gerald Smith. Abigail Gianu. Gabriel Grisham Gill. Alexander Wade Giovinazzo. Victoria Garenko. Brenna Adrian Glass. Jordan Bernard Glazer. Tab Gleason. Madeline Page Goldberg. Juan Carlos Gomez Jr. Samantha Ray Gonzalez. Stacy Yanel Gonzalez. Samantha Gonzalez Ortiz. Abril Gonzalez Torres. Abigail Goodgen. Sean Randall Gray. Tasha Gray. Caitlin Olivia Green. Lindsay Greasy. Mia Loren Grijalva. Brooke Michaela Grossman. Stephen Grunwald. Adriana Ortega Guerrero. Yesenia Guevara. Carlos Joel Guillen. Marisela R. Guillen. Tiffany Stephanie Gutierrez. Lacey Hegman. Mahalit Desaleng Haley Jesus. Joseph Gabriel Hall. Kristen Nicole Hall. Kylie Avalon Hammond. Sean R. Hansen. Brian Austin Hanshaft. Srimati Harikrishnan. Naba Hashim. Sayaka Jane Hatayama. Jacob Hattaway. Justin David Havlovich. Deja Elise Hawkins. Morris Wesley Heilman. Sam Morgan Henderson. John Sterling Hermes. Amy Joswani Hernandez. Cesar Hernandez. Luis Felipe Hernandez Guerrero. Leila Estefania Herrera Saucedo. Shyla A. Hilkin. Elena Hilliard. Angela Hinkle. Huing Un T. Huang. Matthew Ngok Huang.
Aaron Cerise Holton.
Emma Jane Howard. Fue Huang. Troy Hubert. Sean Mark Hubel. Jessica Lynn Huffman. Lauren Elizabeth Huffman. Aliona Hunter. Riley Hunter. Huda Nafiz Hussein. Rami Y. Hussein. Tariana Isabel Ibarra. Connor David Isaacs. Tatiana Isasa. Zurifagul Ismaili. Isabel Marisol Jackson. Parker Reed Jesberg. Prakriti Jha. Nikki Menglin Jiang. Stacia Marie Johnson. Alexandra Therese Johnston. Cameron Johnston. Allison Kimberly Jones. Katie Jones. Tatiana Jordan. William Juarez. Jeffrey David Casher. Jonathan M. Casher. Tristan Burns Lee Case. Sarah Petronella Kanda. Kai Yun Kang. Pravleen Carr. Shauna Charlotte Cowton. Ashley Marie Keller. Lorraine Noel Kelly. Lucas James Kennedy. Catherine Grace Kiefaber. Donna Grace Kim. Parker Elliott Kindom. Serena Abdullah Kishek. Haley E. Kisicki. Chandler James Kitson. Hendrick William Knoll. Dylan A. Kober. Olya Kovacevic. Jonathan Kramer. Gwendolyn Ann Kubik. Safa Kushner. Megan Lisa LaCharity. Paris Chantal Lambert. Grayson Landauer. Jennifer Langley. Alexander Ryan Larpenter. Kathy Ha Le. Ryan Huang An Le. Tai Le. Tina Le. Trevor Leach. Cherie Tene Lee. Songwon Lee. Cassandra Mary Lefevre. Georgiana Yadira Lerma. Whitman Levy. Orlando Rashad Lewis. Patricia Leva. Jia Tong Lee. Kun John Lee. Ting Xuan Lee. Toby Erlanga Lee. Samantha Arlene Libano. Aaron I. Liedke. Ricky Allen Lippincott. Jada Ray Michelle Lister. Jingyu Liu. Yingzhuo Liu. William Eaton Lively. Nuka Lowe. Jessica Laughlin, Skylar Rowe Logan, Joshua Paul London, Sarah Elizabeth Long, Celia Lopez, Cynthia Carolina Tiznado Lopez, Michelle M. Lopez, Javier Lopez Ortiz, Mina E. Lorenz, Christian Kevin Loya, Joshua Christian Lucero, Giselle Lavanos, Evan John Lugo, Edna Azucena Lujan,
Edwina Nikita Mabin, Sarah M. Machasik, Madison Alexandra Darlene Mackey, Jennifer Madera Carrillo, Alexis Rayanne Madred, Seth Peyton Royal McGeehee, Blissa Sabir Mahmood, Amber Amelia Malum, Morgan Josephine Malone, Barbara Manorin, Michaela Joy Manfredo, Trey Philip Manley, Shicheng Mao, Susan R. Marcotte, Justin Joseph Mares, Sebastian Marquez, Alexander Daniel Martinez, Daniel Victor Martinez, Luis Antonio Martinez, Michael John Martinez, Susana Martinez, Iori Masagaki, Monica Mata Alvarez, Agnes Matafi, Leah Elizabeth Moff,
Sean Michael Patrick McBride,
Diana Bethany McCaslin, Samantha May McLean, Jackson Harris McCombs, Grayson Forrest Gary McDaniel, Tyler James McDaniel, Caroline Marie McDermott, April Lynn McDonald, Rain Michelle McFeely, Megan Elise McKay, Katie Marie McKenna, Mackenzie Elizabeth McLeod, Jessica Elaine McPhee, Isabel Medina, Lilibeth Medina Estrada, Natnael Melaku, Marisa Kayleen Melendez, Christian Salgado Mendoza, Sarah Christine Meyer, Ana Cristina Mesa Acosta, Indiana Lynn Mesta, Luke Christian Brian Miller, John Albert Milner, Chelsea Anna Minter Brindley, Catherine Ann Mitchell, Merlina Montalvo Campos, Iara Filipa Monteiro Pedraira, Ariana Guadalupe Montoya Garcia, Connor David Moose, Killian Moran, Ashton Morell, Giselle Eve Moreno, Priscilla Moreno, Alexandra Shirley Morgan, Dayton Jacob Morgan, Brandon Mortensen, Zara Mustafa Mubarak, Michaela Claire Muller, Ariana Maria Muniz, Irene Munoz, Belma Murick, Karina Lindsay Morrow, Veronica Lee Nation, Aaron Buntun Ney, Olivia Ann Neese, Christopher Harold Neely, Maya Nataf, Taylor Rose Newman, Jerry L. Neville, Alyssa Marjorie Newell, Jennifer No, Kenny Tan No, Cindy Fa Li Nguyen, Jonathan Huang Toi Nguyen, Julie Jang Nguyen, Catherine Phi Win Wen, Kong Nok Bao Wen, Martin Wen, Ton Win, Tyler Ann Win, Wen Not Phuong Nguyen, Win Wen, Vivian Mai Hang Nguyen, Julia Cecilia Nidzweka, Eric Fernando Noriega, Micah Omar Norton, Vanessa Cecilia Nunez, Felix Nyoma, Katie Ann Oberlog, Andrea Ochoa, Azucena Ochoa, Tolu O. Odeyemi. Grace O. Nayeli Olivas. Ashley Ann Ontiveros. Julian A. Oquendo. Lauren Shante Orr. Jacqueline Eugenia Orahova. William Hubert Ornberg. Witsili Oronia. Jordan Kendall Ortiz. Ayla Marie Ostowick. Celine Askalak. Valerie Padilla. Sharvita Pathankar. Lauren Carolyn Parry. Christopher John Paskvalich. Angela Cherie Pauling. Zachary Trenton Pierce. Trinity Peter. Christopher James Peterson. Mimi Dwin Pham. Elizabeth Tan Hang Phan Ho. Anna Rose Elizabeth Phelps. Michael Murphy Phibbs. Cheyenne Nicole Phillips. Tanya Peter Geria. Alex Joseph Pimentel. Sean K. Piper. Francisco E. Pita. Jonathan Peter Orrin Platt. Alyssa Lauren Pless. Anthony S. Porcaro. Alexa Gabrielle Powell. Tylin A. Priest. Faith Pritchard. Andy Mateo Pritzen. Jordan Queen. James Charles Quijada. Tiffany Quinones. Hamza A. Qureshi. Mir Zabihullah Qureshi. Pramod Rai. Sydney Nicole Rakowski. Cynthia Jeanette Ramirez. Jose Gabriel Ramirez Quesada. Abner Ramos Salcedo. Maya Rampa. Daly Randall. Kelsey Nicole Rasmussen. Brett Robert Regan. Megan Elizabeth Reed. Catherine P. Reiner. Kinsey M. Reiners. Angelica Reze. Chani Reth. Zoe Ellen Rivas, Carly Ann Rhodes, Amber Reese Calvin Richardson, John D. Richardson, Samantha Jo Richardson, Christopher Gray Riggs, Joanne Reardon, Samuel Nestor Rivera, Alejandra Yvette Rivera Lopez, Madeline Louise Roberts, Anna Sarai Robertson, Benjamin Bradley Robinson, Jordan Lee Robinson, Cesar Robles Mosquera, Elva Esmeralda Rodriguez, Mia Rodriguez, Maria Guadalupe Rodriguez Yanes, Maritza Alejandra Rodriguez Orozco, Sierra M. Rodriguez, Cameron Fulton Rogers, Zachary John Rogers, Jerwin Blas Roldan, Jamie Lee Miriam Romero, Adriana Romero Gonzalez, Hannah Grace Rosen, Amber Nicole Rosenbach, Jacob Rothrock, Amanda Adele Rosell, Corinne Elise Runke, Gabriela Eva Maria Ruiz, Joshua Andrew Ryball, Karsten Alec Rigg, Nadima Safi, Desiree Rose Salice, Monique Yvette Salas, Alyssa Salazar, Deanne Eden Salazar Steidehar, Cassie Hannah Salem, Salema Salim, Emily Catherine Sal, Brianna Desiree Sanchez, Elizabeth Rebecca Sanchez, Evelyn Celeste Sanchez, Isaac Alexander Sanchez, Carla Sanchez, Joana Sanchez Gomez, Daniela Sanchez Jimenez, Adriana Lisbeth Sandoval, Elmer Sandoval, Jessica Lucy Sandoval, Angela Marie Sapir, Leslie Sarabia Vasquez, Nisley Shannon Sautel, Mary Ann Nadim Sawakid, Shatha Esmat Sawakid, Quentin Rex Schaffner, Maria Angeline Schanhals, Noelle Elizabeth Schluenderfritz, Christine Olivia Schultz, Christine Ann Schultz, Connor N. Scott, Laura K. Seaton, Gabriel Isaiah Shafi, Jihan Shah, Hera Sheikh, Vanessa Shelton, Ang Sering Sherpa, Sion Gurma Shifra, Bo Young Shin, Weston Michael Shin, Emily Ann Shoemaker, Yahaira Crisol Sichler Chavez, Santiago Sierra, Tyler John Simon, Houston Reese Slade, Scott Robert Slaw, Jonathan Richard Smith, Jonathan David Smith, Serena Nicole Smith, Yu Ning Song, Michael Forrest Sparandeo, Bridget Maria Spring, Jordan Patrick Stakanis, Brandon Douglas Stanley, Ian Joshua Steele, Sunshine Rubina Stefanich Gallegos, Kyle Martin Stevens, Chloe Stibb, Stephanie Marie Steiger, Keely Marie Stricker, Joseph Suematsu, Saranhlam Sukbat, Munira Tahir Sultan, Lindsay Faith Sunval, Shadi Mariam Taharan, Sahitya Ganapathy Talachutla, Ana Luisa Tavares Rios, Lindsay Morgan Ticroni, Yordanos Tesfaye, Nicholas Ahern II, Cynthia Lan Ann Thatch, Braxton Thace, Jack A. Thorette, Alexander McLaren Thomas, Shanna Marie Thompson, Ryan Zachary Thompson, Jennifer Torres Tamayo, Christian Towner, Judy Phuc Tran, Nina Tu Yen Tran, Natasha Tran, Zachary Coy Tran, Jennifer Trejo, Tanner Trombley, Sarah Marie Trujillo, Mai Nam Ho Trong, Ryan Chin Sang, Sarah Louise Tullius, Emily Urbina, Brianna Nicole Urbina Lagos, Zachary Jaden Velasquez, Timothy Valdez, Antonio J. Valencia, Stacy Valencia, Aurelia Tene Valente, Kristen Melanie Valadares, Tia T.C. Van, Jocelyn Elizabeth Van Gundy, Kyle Van Steelant, Catherine Van Wingerden, James J. Verbrugge, Jennifer Elizabeth Vigil, Taylor Vigil, Ashley Fabros Vigo, Stephanie Villa, Isa Beatriz Villacorta Diaz, Emily Claire Vidito, Janice Vu, Ian R. Wagner, Devin Waleka, Hoixin Wang, Sijia Wang, Ya-sung Wang, Yudning Wang, Jujun Wei, Danielle J. Welch, Gabrielle Marie Wenger, Caitlin West, Kelsey Ray Westing, Bridget Irene Widman, Bryce Patrick Wilkerson, Augustus Clayton Williams, Kamaya Willoughby, Helen Eve Wilson, Skylar Alexis Windholtz, Brooke Elaine Winslow, John Russell Wiseman, Ryan Richard Wiseman, Isabel Corona Wong, Randy C. Wong, Jessica Wood, Stephen Wren, Minyue Wu, Raymond Wu, Jacob Thomas Lee Weiscaver, Jing Xie, Zhang Xie, Jing Shu, Yu Shu,
好朋友
Austin Tyler Yarrington, Husna Yassini, Rotong Yi, Sung Ha Yoon, Jia Yo, Shada Yunan, Allison Marie Young, Yue Yu, Jia Tao Yuan, Cameron Philip Zahn, Cassandra Zavala, Marin Helu Zagaye, Elian Xinyue Zhang, Shanyi Zhang, Anda Zhao, Linran Zhu, Eve Michaels Zook, Ivan Zarilla Alcala.
Upon the recommendation of the faculty of the University of Colorado Denver, and by virtue of the authority vested in me, I hereby confer upon these candidates the bachelor's degree specified, with all the rights, privileges, and responsibilities thereof. Congratulations to all our bachelor's degree recipients. Now let's extend a hearty congratulations to our CU Denver graduating class of 2021. It is tradition at this ceremony to read the charge that the late university president George Norlin addressed to the graduating class of 1935. Dr. Norlin was a professor of Greek at CU from 1899 to 1942. For 23 of those years, he served as president of the university, and the library he helped plan during that time now bears his name. While at CU, President Norlin was an eloquent champion of democracy and human equality during a time of serious threats to those principles across the nation and the world. In 1924, the governor of Colorado reportedly took daily orders from the KKK, which controlled the legislature. One of those orders was that President Norlin was to rid the faculty of all Catholics and Jews. Norlin refused, and the university received limited funds that year. In the early 1930s, President Norlin was an early and vocal critic of Hitler's Nazi regime. He devoted his career to two great causes: the life of the mind and the love of this university. His devotion is heard in this 1935 charge, which closes all CU graduations and will be given to you today by Regent Norbert Chavez.
You are now certified to the world at large. She is your kindly mother, and you her cherished sons and daughters. This exercise denotes not your severance from her, but your union with her. Commencement does not mean, as many wrongly think, the breaking of ties apart. Rather, it marks your initiation in the fullest sense into the fellowship of the university, as bearers of her torch, as centers of her influence, as promoters of her spirit. The university is not the campus, not the buildings on the campus, not the faculties, not the students of any one time. not one of these or all of them. The university consists of all who come into and go forth from her halls, who are touched by her influence and who carry on her spirit. Wherever you go, the university goes with you. Wherever you are at work, there is the university at work. What the university purposes to be, what it must always strive to be, is represented on its seal, which is stamped on your diplomas, a lamp in the hands of youth. If its light shines not in you and from you, how great is its darkness. But if it shines in you today and in the thousands before you, who can measure its power? With hope and faith, I welcome you into the fellowship. I bid you farewell only in the sense that I pray you may fare well. You go forth, but not from us. We remain, but not severed from you. God go with you and be with you and us.
Thank you, Regent Chavez. Graduates, you're now part of the University of Colorado's permanent family. You're joining over 104,000 CU Denver alumni, many of whom are leaders in civic, nonprofit, and business communities in Colorado, across the U.S., and around the world. CU Denver alumni live in over 100 different countries and are shaping the social, economic, and political landscape of our world. They're mayors, architects, nurses, artists, professors, police, engineers, and CEOs, and they're making a difference. It's a great network to be a part of. People at all different stages of life and with many kernels of wisdom that can guide you as you turn your CU Denver education into impact. For the last several years, this city has been your classroom. And whether your next step is returning to a career or building your first one, we hope you're able to use the knowledge, skills, tools, and experiences you've gained at CU Denver to become a change maker within the communities that you find yourself a part of. The pandemic accelerated changes in nearly every sector of society and the workforce. Telehealth and working from home are just two examples. But as the world begins to recover, it needs people who are well-equipped for work that only humans can do. It needs people who are prepared to serve diverse populations, who have critical thinking and analytical skills that can support creative solutions. And these are exactly the kind of skills you have now. My hope for each of you is that you will find the place where your talents and your passion come together. And I hope you won't settle until you find it, because in that place, the spirit, grit, and commitment that you've demonstrated here will allow you to live a life filled with purpose and meaning. It has been our privilege to be your partner in this leg of your educational journey. Know that all of us have valued your presence and the many ways you've contributed to our university, and we can't wait to see how far you'll go and the difference you'll make. We extend our heartiest congratulations on your achievements. Welcome to the ranks of CU Denver alumni. And my thanks to all of you for joining our virtual commencement ceremony. May you stay safe, be well, and help others.